Well, she's talking about Shopify Rebellion first, though. What was it about their series against SSG that had you excited about the rest of their tournament? What do you want to see from them here?
We just saw so many moments of greatness. We saw outplays against some of the best players in the world in SSG. And we almost saw them take the lead in that series, almost bring it to a game 5. They just had so many good things going for them in those games.
Yeah, they did indeed. We talked about Cykul as well with you before in terms of the Slayers and his slaying ability. Did he impress you going into that one?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, his just positioning, the way he's out shooting, the way he's doing peak shots against everyone, it's so impressive.
It's very impressive. I got to say, I've also been very impressed with the triplets this weekend, especially the one we're looking at on this roster. What has he been doing for this team? Because the shots have been out of this world.
Yeah, that's what Suppress does best, is he gets a snipe in his hand and he makes plays with it. We saw him popping off with the shock rifle. This is a kid that loves to soar, and we used to say 4, but I guess it's 5 nowadays with the bandit starts. This kid loves to get in your face and take space for his team. He is having a lot of success this weekend. Obviously, SSG shutting him down a little bit, but he still made himself a name in that series, I feel. He's going to be able to continue to play at that level. He's going to give Shopify every chance to advance here.
Clutch, while I've got you looking on the other side of the stage, there's Foe. What can Foe do right now to kill this momentum, to try to gain some speed themselves and get a foot in here in this series on map 1?
Well, the good news is they're coming off of 2 back-to-back best-of-5s, Game 5 wins, and that can build some confidence. That can build some momentum. Those Cinderella stories usually happen when teams go to Game 5, and then all of a sudden you're like, we've been through the ringer, we've been in every situation so far this weekend. We know what's in front of us as far as a stacked roster in Rebellion. But as long as we find opportunities, we have been icy up until this point. As long as the ice doesn't melt, Foe should be confident as well.
Yeah, you got one team that's happy to be here, one team that's coming off that disappointment to be here in this match. And like Wes said, you just take it series by series. Foe is just saying, we got another life right here, let's extend this life.
Indeed, I'm also so excited to see WuTum once again because I had goosebumps all over my body when they got that win across the table. I was so excited with the kid. So excited to see what he's going to do with the rest of his roster and how his confidence is also starting to grow, I think, as well. Being on that main stage, starting to get used to things as well. But folks, it is time to head to our next matchup. This elimination match is going to be amazing. Who will go forward? Who will be going home? That is the question. Let's take a look at both of your teams.
Shopify Rebellion, we said they were one of the most dangerous teams here in the tournament, and we talked about them being your dark horse team, but on the other side of things, maybe the real dark horse, maybe the real team flying under the radar. Foe, Shopify Rebellion, only one could make it to Championship Sunday.
Foe has really impressed everyone this tournament. Of course, I gotta talk about WuTum, a top 6 finish so far, top 6 placing so far. This could guarantee top 4 for Foe, but they've got to get through Shopify. Like you said, it's gonna be a difficult task. Shopify is angry with their last loss.
So far, we've seen Foe with their objective efficiency. It's been crazy against Cloud9. They actually lost the slave battle, yet still were able to win it in that Game 5. And when did things start? That King of the Hill versus C9. Well, that's where we're going to start our series here. Game number 1, King of the Hill on Livefire.
I talked to Wonder Boy a bit before the show here, and one of the things he mentioned is he doesn't want his boys to lose that fire, to lose that energy. So coming into this first game, they've got to break that Game 1 curse that they've had the entirety of today, and they've got to do it right now.
start on board with WuTum, the first one to get a kill, but also the first one to go down. TchiK and zMightys making sure they clear out this tower side of the map right off the rip. But meanwhile, Shopify Rebellion, they're going to get first progression on this hill. Camouflage yet to come up.
Mighty with that sniper going towards the top tower is going to be really important to getting this camo. You see, Foe's going to get that very first camo without any sort of contention, and you trade that little bit of hill time for that camo. I think that's a valuable trade.
Both these teams guaranteed top 6 at the moment. WuTum with this sniper, maybe he's gonna be the player to push his team to that top 4, push to the championship Sunday, takes down SoulSnipe. Has help with him. They're gonna collapse quickly on the green side. 3 members surrounding the final 2 of Shopify Rebellion. That's a clean 3 down. Shopify Rebellion off his spawn. There should be some good time for Foe.
A great job by Foe to pressure together, right? Get your shields back, go in healthy, and then get control, and that's exactly what they've done. Look at that. It's almost tied up in the hill time.
WuTum holding on to that nest side with the sniper. Eventually they're able to take him down. Luckily they did that. Otherwise he was about to heat up. Shots from across the map by SoulSnipe. 3 down once again. This time for Foe. Shopify Rebellion now should take the lead as far as this hill.
This is a player I'm looking to watch as well. It's SoulSnipe, right? Was on a team for such a long period of time, dating back all the way to Halo 5. Decided to make a change. We'll see if that change pays off here.
SoulSnipe doing everything he can to stay alive. I see 2 members push up quickly toward the nest side. Another 2 pushing down sandbags. Again, it's a 2-pronged attack. And somehow SoulSnipe's able to take down zMightys, but still 3 down goes Shopify. Foe now take the lead, or at least take the hill.
Foe are doing a really good job of capitalizing on damage, and this is not what we saw in the Friday event and even in the beginning of Saturday, but they're starting to pick it up, right? The chemistry's starting to come together for this squad, and you're seeing that manifest right now.
So close. Foe could steal it, but here comes Shopify Rebellion with the quickness. WuTum's able to get a clutch kill onto SoulSnipe. It still glows red. It looks like Foe gonna steal this first hill as we move over to the tower side. Foe still have numbers.
Chemistry's growing for this Foe roster. The push together right there to break the setup of Shopify Rebellion was nearly flawless, but Shopify do have initial control of that tower side, and that's gonna give them a little bit of hill time to start this second hill.
1-0 lead in favor of Foe at the moment, but it was SoulSnipe that got away with this game. Excellent shot onto WuTum, but didn't know there was 2 more spawners that are pushing right back up. Shopify respond well, slays once again. About 25, maybe about 30% done with this hill, where Shopify look to tie things up.
I've got to talk about TchiK here, one of the newer members of Foe, starting off really solid, 7-3. He's been a little bit quiet in this tournament. This is the time to step it up, and he's doing just that. We'd love to see it, but Mental, he's got other things in mind. He's got the sniper in his hands.
Saw what Foe could do with the sniper earlier. Now Mental looking to match that same energy off the screen. Back-to-back kills coming from Shopify Rebellion. They are holding onto this hill, and at this point, I think Foe might be forced to punt it. They've just gone 3 down. Shopify not only take this hill, not only tie things up, but look at the pressure. They're already forcing the next hill.
Yeah, Foe are going to be 3 down, and that's because of the staggered spawns that happened, right? It was the pressure of Shopify Rebellion that caused those spawns to go further away from the hill, and that gives Shopify immediate control once again of hill number 3.
Tied up in one of these here. Mental was able to get away with the sniper once again, but the spawners are coming in quick. That flick right to the head of WuTum. Normally it looks like mouse and keyboard.
Right, yeah, I mean, Mental absolutely disgusting with that controller, with that snipe as well. It's going to be Shopify still in a bit of control here. A trade goes out to 3v3.
About halfway done to Shopify Rebellion, but the work not done, because Foe do have a setup at the moment. Shopify looks to break. TchiK doing a great job watching through the key door over towards bottom mid. They know the push is coming, so they hop out of the hill to make sure they secure those kills. Multiple going down for Foe. All 4 for Shopify, but zMightys showing he can use that snipe too.
We saw that QT play, right? The ability to pressure the side of the hill and then bounce back to play your life. That's so important to be able to do that damage and still be able to stay alive. That is the game of Halo, and it was done there by Mental, but zMightys doing some massive things with his snipe as he falls.
Shopify moving into their final setup as Foe end up going 3 down once again. Camouflage about to come up. Shopify have the lead, and they're also fighting the way through the camo side. Foe, they need an advantage. Something needs to to change. It's just gone 3 down again, Tim.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's again the staggered pushes. There's a lot of 1v1s happening. It's about positioning, right? You've got to isolate your fights. You've got to be ready to use teamwork to get those first initial picks. And there we see it right away. It's going to be Foe and Mighty with that first initial pick. Now they have to act.
Oh, we're trying to clear out this tower side. We're able to deal with one, but suppressed with the double kill. The recap looking good for Shopify. zMightys able to take down Mental. Now we're seeing a whole bunch of red, a whole bunch of foes surrounding the seaside, which is exactly what both teams want, but zMightys going to go for a bit of a dip.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to go for a swim, but he played that extremely well. He played his life throughout the entire tower, got his shields back, was an impact to the players pushing as well. But again, it just doesn't seem like Foe have any sort of control here. Shopify Rebellion are squeezing them, and they're, again, isolating players one by one. 3 go down once again for Foe.
With 3 minutes on the clock, Shopify Rebellion not only have a 2-1 lead at the moment here in this game, but also over half the progression done with this hill. Suppressed, making sure he checks every corner. This could be the final setup, at least for this hill, to go up 3-1. Foe, where are you?
Unfortunately, it's going to be 3 down for the side of Shopify, so that last player is going to get the hill. A 3-1 lead here for Shopify Rebellion. That's not what you like to see if you're Foe.
We saw Foe play amazing King of the Hill action against Cloud9 earlier here in this tournament, but as of right now, find themselves down 2 captures against Shopify Rebellion, and once they have their foot on the pedal, they don't let up. There's no brakes on this car.
Foe have to slow the game down just a bit. They've got to play together like we saw them in the 2 Game 5s that they were victorious. You see the pace starts to slow down. It's going to be TchiK trying to get that initial pick. It's 2 down for Shopify, but again, they get the trade onto WuTum, so they're not really able to do too much in terms of control, but they do have top tower.
So far, Foe looking good with this setup. Just about locked in right now. Shopify Rebellion end up losing half of their team. Snap, just like that, like Thanos. Foe gets rid of them as they look to put in their second hill so far for Foe and make this competitive.
Shopify have to get Jimbo off of the top tower if they want to make anything happen on this hill. TchiK right here in a position to get the rest of this hill time. There's about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time. Jimbo with a snipe at top tower.
Jimbo wants to keep Shopify Rebellion off of this hill, but they're getting the first bit of progression. Meanwhile, Suppressed off the screen was able to take down WuTum, but Suppressed dives right in. Another 3 down for Foe. They are so close yet so far away.
Foe are doing a great job of staggering and milking this hill, though. It's going to be Jimbo who falls, so it'll be, of course, Suppressed. With the sniper, you'll see he immediately gets this tower control. This is what's important to make sure this hill goes in Shopify's hands.
Foe just need about a split second or maybe 2 in order to capitalize on this hill, but mind you, Shopify Rebellion, they're now getting real close to stealing this one away, which would be the last hill. So far, Foe get 1 break. 3 down goes Shopify Rebellion. We're within 1. Foe may have another massive team.
The great thing is that Foe have plenty of time right now. We're talking about 2 minutes and 35 seconds to tie this game up. They've just got to slow down the pace just a bit. That's what we saw in that last hill. If they can do that, they can capitalize and tie this game.
Once again, a 3-2 lead for Shopify Rebellion, but Foe once again find themselves at a disadvantage. Shopify Rebellion right in this hill when the spawners are being staggered at the moment. SoulSnipe able to take down TchiK. Suppressed, pressuring the rest of Foe. Foe haven't been able to cross the 50% portion of the map, let alone get Shopify out of the hill.
Shopify are doing a great job, like you said, of controlling that 50% portion, but also that cross damage is so strong. 2 players push in those shields. That's the cleanup. 4 down for Shopify, though. zMightys has a chance to get some hill time.
4 down for Shopify, 3 down for Foe. zMightys was the only player alive on the map, so that should mean some hill time. Sniper about to come up here soon. We see Shopify pushing point through the A side, and Cykul not knowing the crossfire's coming in. He's gonna lose his life because of it. Excellent shot onto Menso as Mighty simultaneously putting pressure down on the map, but also taking hill time. Finally, you get zMightys down, but now he's replaced by Jimbo with the sniper. Shopify still pushing up, still feeling confident they may just end the game.
Shopify played the long game there. You saw they spawned on the big door. They rotated through bottom center and on top sandbags, and honestly, Foe weren't able to capitalize on that at all. And it might be this last hill that they get.
This could be it. Nobody from Foe around. Finally, they're able to contest, but it's more of a last-ditch effort as multiple going down for Foe, and Cykul gonna chase him right out. Still, Mighty stays alive. Now reinforcements are coming in. TchiK's here. Jimbo gets a god spawn. The same for WuTum. Now everybody from Foe has a sight line on this hill. This should have been Shopify Shopify's, but they were just too slow. TchiK able to take down Cykul. This hill was anybody's. Foe may just take it.
The mud spawns were absolutely incredible for this foe roster. They might just tie this up, and they do! 2 minutes remaining. Foe tie it up at 3, and this is a chance for them to close out this game.
It's one cap to take it all. 2 minutes on the clock, but time would not be a factor in this one. This will end with a victory, either Shopify or foe taking momentum in this series.
You see a tie right here in terms of lives, right? Jimbo goes down for the side of foe. Shopify go 2 down. Of course, it's once again TchiK in a very powerful position inside of this vent. They're going to be able to get their shields back and push up.
TchiK doing everything he can to stay alive. Can't hit the curbside to stay. SoulSnipe with the double kill. He's going to demand control of his hill because of it. Mental off the screen, taking down WuTum. So now Jimbo, the final player alive, and there's only so much you can do by yourself. Spawners are coming up. Foe need a break. They need a quick.
Foe took a step-by-step effort for the last 2 hills. They've got to do that here. The pressure is on. This is when teams crumble, essentially. It's going to be the flank coming from the outside on the camo. SoulSnipe, he's in a position to stop this, though. He's going to have a pitch on the TchiK. TchiK ends up going down.
Foe spawned on the opposite side of the map. It looks like they sent at least 2 members over towards that green, and like you said, 1 flanker. The flank goes down, but still 3 members overwhelmed from the nest side. They take control. Mighty's with the double. Jimbo to follow it up. 3 down goes Shopify Rebellion. It's not over yet.
Mighty's had a great survival there. He's 20 and 14 in this game, playing phenomenal. It's TchiK now that has to play his life. They're doing so great at utilizing each other when there are no shields, but a great job by SoulSnipe to capitalize on that kill in the most important part of the map right now.
A 3-man push on the Shopify Rebellion, forcing the strong side, forcing the nest side, but Mighty's with the first kill onto Mental. That should slow them down just a bit as Suppress goes down to 1 shot. Cykul with the skill jump. Is it enough to get the jump onto Foe? Foe still had the setup locked in.
Yeah, I absolutely love WuTum's positioning right here. As a mouse and keyboard player, that long range is so important, even with that bandit. And you can see they're about to get this 4th hill. A minute left, but that's not going to be a factor whatsoever. 2 down for Shopify. This might be it.
They were down 1-3 in the game, but a massive comeback could be it. A double kill out of WuTum to close it out. That's 3 in a row. Foe is stealing it away.
Absolutely incredible job by foe. They look to be defeated, but it's 2 hills in a row. And again, the ice, Tony. We see it time and time again with this roster. The ice is what's most important. When it matters the most, capitalizing on that. And that's exactly what foe did.
Somebody called 911. That was a robbery. Foe just stole that one. I promise there's no friends in this lobby after that. A 4-3 win by foe. And as we look at some of the stats, what's jumping out to you?
WuTum had a little bit of a slow game, right? He ended off that game 18 and 21. Obviously, not as good as we've seen from him, but the factor is he started slow and he picked it up. That's what we got to see out of this squad. Everyone picking up their fights, doing what they need to do.
I love that you point that out. I'm going to throw in one more in that. I'm going to say that there's almost very similar what happened in their SSG matchup. They got outslayed by the SSG, but somehow had more assists. Same thing here.
Yep.
Everybody in that double-digit assist. When it comes to foe, they are individually talented. Let me tell you, Mighty's and WuTum. Let me tell you something.
Absolutely.
But they lean on that teamwork. They don't rely just on that individual play style. And that, to me, is good Halo.
They're doing a great job at capitalizing on damage. You see damage dealers like TchiK. You see WuTum as well. They are the damage dealers on the squad. And if the team can capitalize on that damage and make sure that those one-shot players go down, that obviously gives you the numbers advantage, and that allows you to take space on the map and get control of the objective.
Now I want to hop into the minds of Shopify Rebellion right now. I mean, you had that game 3-1 in King of the Hill? And it was almost like you were too efficient. You went up too fast. There was still over 3 minutes on the clock, and you still had to put only 1 more hill. They were almost too efficient. Then towards the end, they run out of steam. Where's their mental at? If you're Shopify Rebellion, how do you bounce back? What happened?
Honestly, it could be the fact that they just lost that devastating defeat against SSG. Foe, they talked about it on the desk, right? They're kind of up in the clouds right now. We got a team that came together, that was going through a lot of stuff in the offseason. A couple players poached from their roster. They put together this roster that has done phenomenally, honestly, and I think those are the 2 factors there. Those 2 mentalities are going to make be game-changing in this game.
Well, if you're a Shopify Rebellion fan, there is one thing I will say you should be leaning on, and you should be happy about, because although foe are a phenomenal Slayer roster, we saw them in the Slayers, they've been daggone good. So is Shopify Rebellion over the last 5 matches. 5-0 in Slayer.
Crazy.
So going into this game number 2, if there's any bounce back or any reason to still smile and keep your heads up, is that you know how good at Slayer you are.
You know what I love is the fact that, you know, both of these teams have gotten top 6. Of course, for Foe, it's something that's kind of incredible, right? You know, seeing Jimbo walk into the green room after his match, he looked ecstatic, right? But they continue to play confident. They continue to have that hunger to win. And that's what I love to see, right? You've made history already, but you're continuing on. You've made history with the keyboard and mouse player placing the highest the keyboard and mouse player has ever placed, but you continue on forward.
I wasn't going to ask you if there's a player you want to watch out for. I know it's WuTum, so I'm not going to ask you that. Instead, I'm going to give him the other side of things, and I'm going to say I'm leaning on Suppressed.
Okay.
The main damage dealer, the man has an amazing shot. And when I feel like a team like Foe, utilizing that team where we talked about those assists, how you're able to out-assist not only Shopify Rebellion, but SSG and pool play and many more, I think you need somebody who's just purely talented to put down pure damage and say, your teammates can't get involved. They're ducking for cover, they're going to get 5'd. And when I look at that, I look at Suppressed. I want to see Suppressed have a huge game in this Game 2 Slayer on Recharge to find out who's going to make it to Championship Sunday.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Game 2. Like you said, Slayer Recharge. This is important for both squads. Of course, a chance for Shopify to tie it up, or a chance for Foe to bring it without a reach.
Camouflage going to sit over toward the mid-map. Both teams wanted to get sight lines on it and Suppressed, putting some good damage down, but that teamwork coming out once again for Foe backs him down. And an early lead for Foe, but more importantly, Camo.
A great job by Foe as well to get 3 down for the side of Shopify. We'll see what this Camo is able to do, but now we're on board with WuTum. And I love how he's really patient, right? This guy started playing in September, Tony. That is not a long time, and he has played and understood the game at a high level since, and he's like a sponge. Like, he takes in all the information he needs to. That peak shot comes through once again for MK, and WuTum's going to take control top glass.
Only 4-3 lead coming in for WuTum and Foe as WuTum tries to push his way through the gold side of the map, and another 2 on the attack you're seeing for Foe. They're so popular with it, sending 2 players towards gold, 2 players towards A, but doesn't matter. Shopify Rebellion, they handle everybody.
Yeah, a great break by Shopify Rebellion. It's going to be mental in a very important spot here on the top of Bat Ledge. With the shock rifle in hand, he's not only got control of a very strong power weapon, but he'll have control of when it spawns as well if he can deplete the ammo.
And you combine that with the grapple, one of the most unforgiving weapons is the shock, but a grapple to get out of a bad situation, a beautiful combo coming in at Mental, but what matters right now is execution. 2 down for Foe. A little bit of ammo in this shock for Mental, who's just holding down this sight line. They're able to slow the game down just as well as they're able to speed it up.
Talked about the staggered pushes of this Foe roster. You can see they're pushing in 2s pretty often, and honestly, that's what you love to see. Mental's kind of out of the play right now, so they can get this kill onto SoulSnipe. It could be huge, but you can see SoulSnipe gets a kill of his own, and has this Mental, a nice perfect from him.
He grappled himself into a little bit of trouble, but apparently he can handle trouble. Mental with a huge play is a 14-8 lead for Shopify Rebellion.
Foe went 4 down there, and now they've got the spawns, and of course Shopify has the knowledge of those spawns. A very interesting spot here. Take this shock rifle in the bottom center of the map. He does have the grapple to use, but they'll kill him quick.
He was lining it up, but looks like he ends up going down, and because of that, Foe's able to grab a hold of Camouflage. Now wrapping that Camo over toward the tower side. They're looking for Jimbo, but he's pretty hard to spot, invisible. Now with a shock, Mental drops down, and Jimbo on the chase.
Yeah, I mean, this is value so far out of this Camo. The question is, how much more value can he get? He's playing this phenomenally. Again, Jimbo, one of the things that shines for me is his decision-making. We're going to see that clearly as this series goes on.
Jimbo with the damage. There's 2 members in front of him. Looks like Suppressed with the double kill. Able to not only take down Camo, but put Foe half down. Put them 3 down. And with Shopify taking control once again, I would love to go into a listen-in with Shopify Rebellion.
Top glass, maybe sneaky, long,
Yeah.
probably.
Long on top glass, I'm trying to lift. Might hit me.
Alright, stairs, glass.
Trippy. Yo, Chirban, one shot.
Watch out. Absolute. Back to you, grapple.
Nice.
The bottom A. Red at me, chick. Traded. For dead. Jimbo just spawned.
Yo, hit long. Give me collapse.
Alright, we might split him. Back to you. He's got back
Another back.
Yeah.
I'm going with pipes.
Watch us.
That might be red at me.
I got 2.
think they're red at me.
I'm gonna trip here, Seeky, I don't know where.
Chippy.
Keep milking, keep milking.
Watch
Dropping dead. Watch A now, watch A now. Could be
Bottom A, bottom A.
Yeah, I have snipe, I have snipe.
Bottom A.
Bottom mingler. Bottom mingler, one shot.
Scammer, one shot.
Storage, one shot, storage.
Yeah, I need a storage,
absolutely.
He went bottom mingler corner,
Okay.
Bottom ming, dead.
Dead.
I need
Watch your pipes, Mikey. No one's looking at your pipes. Push top, people.
I need to watch out. My bad.
Push in. We won that.
Right corner. In here. I'm coming.
This guy my red, yeah. I'm trying to get out, this guy red at me.
Absolute. Nice.
Needles. Red guy my chop.
Needles the balance. Hey,
Flanking nails.
stay strong for camo, Donnie. Stay strong
Needles
for
up
camo.
Balance one shot. Yeah, no.
Nice, and red pipes.
I hear a guy out long on me. Yeah, he's sneaky.
Camo's up, we don't have to test report.
Sneaky.
Camo. Yo, how many stacks?
One is C-stairs, dead.
Stacks. Bottom mid, guys. Bottom mid.
Needles.
Two Tino.
Alright, sniper down, triple stack.
Is Cam burn? Clear, concise communication, talking to each other, but having a clear game plan leads you to a 33-24 lead. Shopify Rebellion wanting to tie us up after 2. What did you like from that listening?
I love how calm and concise the communication is. It's just they're relaxed, right? They're in a high-pressure situation. Your back's up against the wall in elimination bracket, but still, you're calm. You're doing it play by play. And Shopify, with that calm communication, they've got almost a 10-kill lead.
Just about 10 kills as we switch gears over towards Mighty. Mighty knows there might be a player around the corner. Playing it patient, trying to get a teammate with them. TchiK's gonna rotate from the tower side. He is spotted, is SoulSnipe. Mighty's has to win the 1v1, but Suppressed coming out of nowhere. It wasn't a 1v1, apparently it was a 1v2. TchiK now gonna grapple across the map, feeling confident. The melee missed and that player's gone.
Yeah, you can see the frustration on Mighty's face right there. Obviously, SoulSnipe utilizing that little bit of cover on his head so that the headshot could not be gained. That's going to be a kill that you wish didn't happen if you're foe, but still 7-kill lead here. Further side of Shopify, you can see them playing in twos once again, but look at the cross damage coming through, Tony.
Shopify Rebellion are putting foe into some awkward situations, daring them to cross. And with that, another 3 down, make it 4. The chances for foe to come back in this game are dwindling at the moment. Shopify Rebellion have been playing lights out Halo here on Recharge. 41-32, make it 42 as we're back to a double-digit score line. Shopify Rebellion 2 squad wipes away.
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult. Once Shopify crosses that 40-kill mark, foe are gonna have a big job on their hands, and when you lose fights like that, it makes it real difficult. Shopify are running away with this quickly.
At least WuTum was able to grab a hold of the shock. It's not over just yet. Obviously, you're in a tough spot, but maybe if you can limit your depth, maybe if you can play on the backs of this power weapon and maybe capitalize on it, turn it into a camo. Maybe, just maybe, it's possible. Mighty's was able to take down Mental, but WuTum finds himself in a terrible spot.
Yeah,
goes down.
Unfortunately, Tony, that's where the inexperience comes into play for WuTum, right? Like I said, he's been playing since September, lots to learn, a lot of situations to be involved in, so you learn from them. It looks like 48-38, Shopify are gonna close this out real soon.
Yeah, I said it was doable before, but now with just the final 2 kills, it's Suppressed coming in with the nade, Cykul to finish it off, and Shopify Rebellion gonna close that out. 50-39, respectable, but to be honest, all game long, it felt like Shopify Rebellion's game to win.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Shopify were playing a lot more confident in that game. You know, there was a lot more individual fights being won on the side of Shopify, and foe were caught out staggered once again, right? A lot of individual pushes like we saw from Mighty's. Those things need to stop. They got to stick within that, you know, pushing as twos type scenario. You know, that's where they find success.
I said I wanted to see a breakout game for Suppressed.
Yeah, you saw it.
16-8, 4 assists, a little 9.3 KDA in a very important game number 2. I guess, you know what, I'm gonna say it's not good enough. I want to see 17 kills. I want to see 5 assists. Suppressed, you disappoint me.
You're greedy, Tony. Come on, man. Absolute phenomenal job by Suppressed. And you know what I love about him? He's been on so many rosters, and on every roster he's on, he just provides value, right? He's the glue to that roster. He's what you need to finish a roster up, and he's obviously made this roster extremely strong. And of course, SoulSnipe feeling pretty good as well, tying that series up after his decision to leave his previous team. But now, we go to CTF and Perry and Tony. What do you think about this one?
I think Shopify Rebellion needs to keep that same energy. They need to simply carry off on that momentum that you were able to gain. We talked about the former baseball player Suppressed and how he was able to put down that damage, how he was able to lay down the law, and period. game number 3, if you can continue to be aggressive like that, continue to force the enemy team back on their spawns, you'll have so many opportunities to run a flag and also so many opportunities to grab a hold of all of that sandbox.
I'm probably going to talk about M&K about 20 more times in this cast, Tony, but one of the things I want to talk about is obviously the double sniper on this map, right? You have WuTum, who was I would assume is going to pick up the sniper on his side. And those sniper fights are going to be what changes the tide, right? You get that initial pick, you push past the 50, you block the shotgun, it's all gravy from there.
Foe have an amazing opportunity right now. It was in this very house where Quadrant made history. Ooh. The highest placing from any team outside of North America was Quadrant. Wouldn't it be crazy if Foe could match that? Exactly. Maybe get a little top 3, maybe a little top 2, maybe win the tournament. Maybe I'm a little ahead of myself right now because it gotta beat Shopify Rebellion as of right now. We're going into a swing game number 3. We are tied up right now after 2. And who do you think has an advantage when going into a CTF Imperium?
Honestly, I'm going to say Shopify, right? I talked about the kind of like you're overheating. When you win multiple series in a row and you've got, you know, all the hype on your side, I think they put a lot of energy into that last game. I think, you know, that second game, we started to see them falter just a bit. And when you get low energy, when your energy starts to dip, you go into what I call robot mode, right? Where you're just kind of doing things second nature. You're not really thinking about when you're pushing, etc. I'm going to need them to kind of step up, maybe take a little break here, recollect, and step into this game if you're Foe.
Well, actually, a word from the back that actually both teams, 50% as far as their win-loss ratio on CTF, so not exactly where you want your teams to be, but I will say kind of on equal footing going into Imperium, especially we don't see Imperium too much. And, you know, we took a look at a team across the pond, and why don't we take a look at another one in Quadrant going up against Complexity. 2-0 lead for Complexity, looking to close things out here, but Quadrant have a slight lead in this oddball.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to the Complexity coach, and honestly, Ash has just talked about how this team works so hard. We've seen their scrims online. We hear their communication. They've worked on so many different aspects of their game, and honestly, it's definitely paying off. This series looking really good for Complexity so far.
Yeah, I've been loving the way Complexity have not only worked hard, but also come in and wanting to thrive off of that energy and that passion and really lean on hyping up each other. We saw Descendant with that overkill, shooting a bit of bodies onto tapping buttons. Earlier, Ryan doing the same thing after a triple onto Optic. Win or lose, no matter what the series is going, they want to hype each other up and feed off of that.
I absolutely love that too. It really just kickstarts your mental when your teammates are hyped up. That energy flows throughout the team, and honestly, it's really good for any sort of chemistry on the side of Complexity.
We'll definitely keep you guys in the loop when it comes to this matchup, but I don't want to forget about our featured matchup, our main stage one, because again, there is one team that's going to advance forward into that semifinal. There is one team that's going to go home a bit upset. So I want to focus back on this lobby right here and focus on this man on screen, Jimbo. You know, I've heard some people say that Jimbo don't got it no more. I've heard some people say that Jimbo maybe needed to use the R word, the retire word.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Man, the way Jimbo's been playing this tournament, he's shut so many people up. He's been playing lights out. I've really been enjoying watching Foe, and a large reason is that man on screen.
Yeah, he's the leader of this team too. When you have that much knowledge as a captain, right, you're allowed to spread that to these new guys, to a WuTum who's started in September, to so many other players that he's brought up through the ranks, Glory's included. So Jimbo playing an extremely important part here on this Foe roster. But Shopify, they're looking to shut that down. They look confident in that last game. That momentum, I'm assuming they want to carry that to this game as well.
Love that close-up on his face right there. I literally saw the fact that he wanted to win this matchup in his eyes. And really closed it in. Going into Empyrean. Rockets in the middle of green. There's an overshield on the map. 2 snipers. There is everything that one can want. Did I mention a Bulldog?
Bulldog is incredible. That sword side control, so important, especially we saw it at the beginning of the tournament with Frosty, right? You control that sword side. You're able to create space for your team to push up past the 50% portion of the map. But Mental's got the sniper. Jimbo trading for that OS. Let's see if Jimbo can get any value out of his overshield.
One of the best Gears of War players ever in the history of the esports, switching over to Halo, and finds himself on the Shopify Rebellion team, and they've been so good. Actually even trusting him with this sniper when you know what SoulSnipe can do, you know what Cykul can do, and suppress the save. Mental's the one they trust with sniper in hands. Off screen, Cykul was able to take down one. I believe it was zMightys over toward the sword side of the map with that counter snipe and an early pull coming from Shopify.
Yeah, Mental's got the snipe on this long haul side, so it's up to Mental to hit some shots here to create that lane for his squad to pull this flag through. And with that kill from Cykul, and of course Suppress putting in that damage as well, this might be a cap going through the long haul, Tony.
He's inching forward, watching his angles, but as of right now he's looking for the spawns. It's Jimbo though. Across the map, an overextension. zMightys gonna join him over toward the tower side, but SoulSnipe was able to take down Jimbo, and I don't see where zMightys went. I do see this flag is going home though.
Yeah, zMightys made the decision to pull that sniper through the runway, and honestly, I don't mind that. That was gonna be really difficult to stop that flag from going in, so Shopify, like you said, will take the lead 1-0.
1-0 for Shopify Rebellion, and 2 snipes to work with. Mental goes down. Back-to-back kills for Shopify Rebellion, but the same on the opposite side as it looks like Shopify shifting gears, shifting attention towards that sword and training side to start their push.
What I absolutely love about the side of Shopify is how quickly they are to push up on the other side of the map, right? They get 1 kill, push towards the tower. TchiK, though, this time, he's gonna stop that control. He'll regain control of his tower, and now they'll try to get some kills to push off of that.
I feel like that could have been a huge flank by Cykul, but TchiK identifies it and deals with it. Now that's no longer a problem that foe have to work with. Jimbo has a sniper to work with. Beautiful no-scope onto SoulSnipe, multiple going down. Looks like foe gonna push up.
What a beautiful use of teamwork there on that rocket side. 3 down for Shopify. This is a chance for foe to take control here, and Jimbo gets a shot to get control of the shotgun. Rockets coming up. WuTum will grab those.
Staggered spawners coming out for Shopify Rebellion. The moment they come off a spawn, foe is already in their face, and now a 3-man push over toward the overshield. WuTum wants no part of that. Too quickly going down, but Mental gets away with the overshield.
That's a massive double kill as the WuTum chants ring through the venue. He's gonna take control as well of his side of the base. See if they're able to get this flag in, and they do. They tie it up at 1.
So just want to make it interesting. They allowed Shopify Rebellion to take the first cap just so they can tie things up. A little bit of drama here. zMightys! Oh my gosh!
Absolutely insane by zMightys right there, right in a situation where he should have died. Those are the low percentage kills you want to get, but SoulSnipe is still behind the side of foe, and he's taking control. But TchiK flipped the map just a bit. He's got snipe on their side.
Full sniping that. He does have a player right above him over towards tower. Takes a bit of damage from that nade. Not much, but that's much more. Finally, TchiK gets taken down. Mental steals back that sniper, puts it to use immediately. Shopify Rebellion want to capitalize on this. You already put foe 2 down, but there's one more player that's in your spawn. One more player that's being a nuisance.
Yeah, it's the second time Mental's had snipe. He's having a little bit of a rough time with it, but regardless, it's going to be Shopify Rebellion who still have a bit of control here. Kind of evened out now. Suppressed has a chance with the sniper now inside of his sword side. Playing his life, though.
Just about even as far as slays right now, with a slight kill advantage in favor of foe. In this matchup, not much, especially when Suppressed opens up with a double. Sniper back in the hands of a Shopify Rebellion member, and he's sniffing out that foe want to push up toward the sword side. I wonder if they have a bulldog to it.
Yeah, it's unconventional to push the lower side of the map, but what we're going to try. zMightys is going to go down first, so you see it's going to be Suppressed, inching forward, gets out WuTum as well. That'll be 3 dead for the side of foe, and Rocket's coming up. That's not too good.
Using those headphones, using that audio to anticipate where his opponent is moving, the movement to get the kill when the sniper takes down zMightys. Suppressed, still on the training side. Yes, Cykul working with them towards tower, and now with SoulSnipe with the kill, things really start to open up. Shopify Rebellion are attacking from multiple sides and right as both power-ups are coming up.
Shopify Rebellion are playing so much better as a team right now. You can see them pushing in tandem. 3 lanes being pushed at the same exact time with sniper control. Controlling foe's sniper, of course. It'll be once again Suppressed with his overshield. He'll make a push. A great job by zMightys, though, to take it down.
There's nowhere from foe to go but the black screen here. All 4 members going down. Shopify Rebellion running what could be their second flag. The spawners are coming in, but nobody touches Suppressed through the long haul side. Cykul has his back on his side of the map, and I don't see any foe members. They might have just punched this one. It doesn't matter. Shopify up 2-1.
2-1. 3 down for Foe as well. So with that cap, they'll also immediately get control. Sniper coming up in 10 seconds as well. And again, I talked about it. It's that 3-lane push that makes it so difficult to deal with. We'll see if Foe is able to read that next push when it comes up.
Foe currently down by 1 cap at the moment. I tend to lean towards the assist. We talk about Foe out-assisting their opponents time and time again. This time, zMightys without a single assist to his name, and Shopify Rebellion about even. Is that one of the reasons why they're up 1 cap here on a period?
Absolutely. Like I said, it's that teamwork and chemistry out of Shopify. It's really starting to shine, Tony. From game 2 now, all the way to game 3. And that's what's going to get them these victories. We talked about it so many times. It's not about the KD. It's more about that assist column and that damage column as well. 2 down for the side of Foe. Suppress has control of that sword side with Snipe.
Multiple members of Foe have hit the map so far. They have influence. They can slay their way out of it, but apparently they can't. Shopify Rebellion are relentless with their push, and Foe are not winning the pivotal battles necessary to keep them out of their flag. Suppressed, shutting Foe up.
Suppress is having a massive game, 14-5, and it's been the sniper rifle in his hands. Look how confident he is as well. Cleans up the kill onto WuTum. That's a killing frenzy for Suppress.
Shutting things down right there with Suppressed on that spree. That was beautifully played, but Shopify Rebellion weren't able to get that flag cap. Still just a 1 cap game at the moment. And TchiK shuts down Suppressed. A double kill out of him. SoulSnipe wants to push up through this needle side. It looks like TchiK wants to stay alive and grab a hold of Rockets. Love that play out of him as TchiK changes his focus towards long haul. And I know Mental's there, and I also know SoulSnipe's right behind him.
Yeah, they got OS as well, Tony, so this is going to be massive for the side of Foe. That 1 kill will allow them to push up just a bit, but a great job by Mental to stay alive. And look at the anchor of Suppressed on that top tower.
Rocket's still in the hand of TchiK. Curve slides his way, but the Rocket not going to connect onto Suppressed there. 3 down. Go Foe, make it 4. Now Suppressed able to push up, having another great game. 2 in a row, 16-7. At the moment is Suppressed and long-range shots to force TchiK back towards the flag side. And another sword and tower side play coming in for Shopify Rebellion. They've started off with that push multiple times, but they didn't count for Jimbo pushing straight through.
Saw a little bit of frustrated head shakes out of the side of Foe. I'm looking to see if that'll affect him as this game goes on. Suppressed has been the dagger in their side, though. Look at him, like a shark. Blood in the water, he senses, but he ends up getting taken out by WuTum.
Still a 1 cap game, 3 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock here. WuTum forces his way through. And zMightys helping him out perfectly. Another 3 down, goes Shopify Rebellion. Another opportunity for Foe. Flag is pushed up through the first BR. He's able to stay alive. Now through the needle side. WuTum drops his flag forward. Curve slide looking perfect, but 2 members of Shopify Rebellion force their way through, push right through the mid-map. 2 quickly go down for Foe. Make it 3. SoulSnipe with the sniper in hands. Can't deal with Jimbo. Still 3 down for Foe. Same for Shopify.
Yeah, once again, Foe kind of push up, and they're not really able to help each other out. You know, if you ever seen mouse and keyboard pull a flag, that flag cap could have been real quick, but it was WuTum who needed a little bit of damage to come out for him. He's going to end up going down. Jimbo trying to stay alive here inside the sword. It's a very important position for him to be.
He has some help with them. I'm seeing multiple members of Foe feeling confident enough to push up onto the base of Shopify Rebellion. You may be down by 1 cap, but you're not out just yet. Foe have infiltrated the base of Shopify. WuTum taking one side of the perimeter while Jimbo holds on to another. Options are being limited now by Shopify. If you can win a couple of battles, maybe you can do something, but Cykul and Suppressed are able to work a little 1-2 combo, get that sniper out of the hands of Jimbo. Looks like Foe gonna fight right back, but all of this fighting, it's driving down a lot of time.
Yeah, it's really good job by Shopify Rebellion to understand the importance of that sword control. They double push onto Jimbo. Not much he can do after he missed that first shot. And now it's Shopify with the control of the overshield as well. You're gonna have to play some defense as Foe is pushing through.
Minute 30 seconds on the clock. Time will definitely become a factor here. Foe can only hope to capture 1 flag in order to push us into a potential overtime. Cykul now trying to clear foe out of their base, doing some good damage, but WuTum stays alive. The rest of foe is starting to funnel in. Reinforcements are here. Return is down, but foe is still pushing forward. There's time on the clock. All they need is a couple of slays, and it looks like they're not going to get that. Two quickly go down once again. TchiK goes in for the challenge, takes down Cykul, but is quickly cleaned up. Only a couple more pushes here for foe.
Tony, Shopify are just so good at that defensive hold. You saw it time and time again. Foe pushed up. They even tried that 3-lane split. It didn't work out. Constantly, Shopify able to capitalize on the damage done. And that's what's allowed them to be in the lead here and potentially allowed them to get the lead in the series as well.
We're just going to stay alive. He's already in the base of foe. They're not going to play full defense for the 30 seconds. Actually, Suppressed is still pushing up, still putting the pressure back on foe. It was their offense that put them in the lead, and their offense that's going to win them this game. Final push here. WuTum and zMightys already toward the long haul side. WuTum was able to take down Suppressed. Mental is going to sit tower. He is going to be that in that crow's nest, be holding off multiple members of foe. They know they're drawing in closely. Mental has to win a 1v1, not able to do so, but still 3 down go foe. One more player to deal with, and that's all she wrote. Shopify Rebellion taking another one.
Some great chemistry out of Shopify Rebellion showcase in that game 3. And like you said, they'll take the lead in the series 2-1. Question for me is, has the energy been depleted for foe? Has this been too difficult of a journey? Are they going to be able to somehow recollect here? Shopify are playing phenomenal right now. I'm not sure if foe's going to be able to recover from those 2 losses.
Shopify have been so good at really working the best of 5 layout. They almost seemingly never lose a game 2 slip. Simple as that. They were 5-0 over the last few. Then they always take that momentum and win game 3 right afterwards. So once you have your opponents in a 2-1 series deficit, that's when you're feeling confident. You know you only need one more, and whether it be that second objective or that game 5, Shopify Rebellion, they've seemingly mastered the best of 5 series.
Yeah, it's a really good point, right? When you win that game 2, if you're that good at Slayer, you're going to be able to bring that confidence through to game 3, and then, yeah, you just take it on from there. We'll see if foe is going to be able to answer back. I think, for me, I think it was a lot of just those individual pushes once again, and we saw a difference out of Shopify, right? It's all about capitalizing on that damage, making sure that you're in a position where if you take too much damage, you can escape. Unfortunately, well, fortunately for Shopify Rebellion, it worked out for them.
Is there anything that either you've seen so far that makes you confident for foe, or something maybe you want to see from them after seeing the series so far, after 3 games, and going into this game 4, which is obviously another objective? Is there something that really is standing out to you right now?
I think foe are still winning those individual pivs, but those individual pivs will only give you so much, right? You're not really able to capitalize on those fully to get that objective time. You've got to kind of have those bait and switches come through, you know, be able to work together so that you have that numbers advantage. And from foe, I'm seeing a lot of trades. Like, it is good to get trades in, let's say, a Slayer when you're up, but in an objective game, trades on their side of the map, not so good.
So far, a decent win percentage for Shopify Rebellion when it comes to the oddball. Foe, once again, 50-50 with it, which is not the worst. You can obviously be in out of 4 games, they could be 0-4. They could be 1-3, so not the worst to be 2-2 in oddball. And when I think of an oddball team, I think of a team that's able to slow it down, but when I also think of riding that momentum and coming off of 2 games, I think of this duo right here in Shopify, Suppressed and Cykul. Between Suppressed damage and Cykul's ability to pick and choose his spots so well, those flanks are so dangerous. That is quite a dangerous duo.
Yeah, Suppressed really impressed me, especially in that last game, utilizing the snipe and constantly being on the attack, constantly being aggressive and doing that damage. And I think, like I said before, he was the glue, right? Doing that damage, still staying alive, and then allowing his team to just get a little bit of space, get control of that 50% portion, and continue on. But we've got a long one ahead of us here, Tony. I'm curious if foe's going to be able to bring this one back.
Trying to make it into that championship Sunday. You are so close. Just 2 more wins. When you think about it like that, it doesn't sound too bad. Just 2 more wins you need if you're foe in order to make it forward. Meanwhile, Shopify Rebellion, they are sitting right in your tracks. They're trying to stop you right here, right now. You're looking for a fight to take it to the streets, and that's where we're going.
We've seen Foe come back from some crazy series, so they're no stranger to that. But this is the most important series of this tournament right here. Backs up against the wall. Foe, 4 down.
Excellent start coming out of Shopify Rebellion to start off this game, but it's oddball. We know we are in for the long haul.
Ball dropped.
Early lead for Shopify as they bring that ball back towards their A-side setup. I would switch gears towards WuTum, who's trying to catch up to the rest of Foe. Breaking the setup immediately. Now slays are what's needed. Mental down to 1 shot, and WuTum trying to find the angle. Nade goes down. Mental can't quite get his shields back, and WuTum wins that one.
Yeah, it's a great pit by WuTum. That's going to give him control of this A side, but he goes down once again. It's Shopify Rebellion capitalizing on the damage that's done, and now Cykul. He's got a Bulldog and Camo to work with.
22-1 lead in favor of Shopify Rebellion. Cykul with that camo right toward the subway side. Trying to create a path for Shopify Rebellion to make their way in, but they have to make sure they get those slays in off screen. It looks like slays are starting to favor Foe just a bit. Cykul still with this camo. He can still be the difference maker as Mental stays alive, brings that Stalker back, and Foe prioritize ball.
A lot of value out of that camo. Not what you'd really like to see, but a great rotation here out of Foe. They get the spawns on the cafe side as well. A shock rifle in the hands of a player on that side. Can they get this rotation over to see? Suppress is already there, though, on the backside.
Quick 2 down for Shopify. And now Jimbo's looking to hold off Suppress and SoulSnipe, but can't quite find the melee. Back-to-back kills in favor of Shopify Rebellion. Multiple bodies hitting the floor. That ball sits towards mid-map still. And we switch gears towards zMightys. And he takes down Mental. A-side looking a bit cleared out. Foe might want to hop on this ball soon.
Yeah, this ball time is going to be so important. You see the reset comes through. Camo is up, though, so that kill on the Cykul could be huge. But Mental, look at the long-range shots out of him. Mighty's going to get taken down. 3 down for Shopify, though.
I was hoping they were able to grab a hold of that ball before it resets and get camouflage, but I'm not sure they got any of that, to be honest with you. Still, off a spawn. Grab hold the ball, bring it right back over toward the C side. You weren't able to grab the ball for the reset, but that ball is still set up on the subway. Mental with the shotgun. He wants to disrupt the setup. Hits the melee into the shotgun. Beautifully played by him, and Shopify infiltrate immediately.
Yeah, Foe, unfortunately, when they have a setup, it gets broken so easily. Shopify are just really good at finding the weak sides of that setup. It's really difficult for the side of Foe to continue that control. They did get a couple seconds of ball time, and honestly, if I'm them, they're playing a scrappy rotational game, and I'm sure we'll continue to see that as this game goes on.
It's a 42-12 lead in favor of Shopify. Mental anticipating the push, does the early damage. Looks like SoulSnipe is suppressed, clean that right up. 3 out of 4 members hit the black screen, and WuTum was the final player, and now he's going to join them. 51 points in counting now for Shopify as they have Foe exactly where they want them. They're going to push up from that 4 down into pressure from the spawning players. Foe, they are feeling it.
Yeah, that pressure is what's made Shopify so good, right? WuTum, do they spot him though? Repulsor's gonna come through, it's gonna ring, and he'll get taken out. Again, it's a staggered push 1 by 1, not enough damage done. WuTum not able to capitalize. 3 down once again for Foe.
Make it 4. Mighty, the first one to come up. Jimbo and WuTum to follow, but as they're coming up off a spawn, as they're trying to take presence on the map, time continues to go the favor of Shopify. And now active camouflage is coming up. You have so much that you have to deal with if you're Foe, and time is just not on your side. Shopify Rebellion may be in what could be their final setup, but before I say that, WuTum, he grabs camo.
This is a great camo out of WuTum, that first kill. It's going to allow them to infiltrate this setup. Suppress is going to run away. They'll look at the quick rotation over to the red room side. Beautiful job by the side of Shopify. WuTum has a flank though. 1 kill goes down. Make that 2.
Shopify Rebellion do a great job of rotating that ball toward the spawning players, but WuTum and Foe make sure they deal and get that ball right out of their hands. 9 seconds needed here for Shopify Rebellion. Foe do have the setup quick. ZMightys not able to stay alive. We switch gears over towards TchiK, who's using this using this shroud. Trying to get some cover.
Enemy has the
He
ball.
wants to get over towards his teammates. Meanwhile, Shopify Rebellion are also pushing towards Subway quick. This is going to be a fight.
91 to 36 and counting. I know we say it often, but Foe have to play a perfect game of Halo, and with 3 down, that'll be very difficult. TchiK evens up the numbers just a bit. If he can live here, this could be a bit of an impact, but only 5 seconds left.
Not enough time. Final seconds are in. Shopify Rebellion simply keep that ball away from the Foe push. And just like that, Shopify Rebellion will be taking a 1-0 lead. One more round, and that's it for Foe.
Honestly, I've got to talk about Suppress, right? 7-7 and 5 with 78 seconds of ball time. You love to see a player who's able to get that many assists, that much ball time as well. Such an impact on this roster. Down.
Enemy has the
Shopify.
ball.
WuTum's got to win this fight. Not going to be able to do so. Gets the trade, though. And trades are what you're looking for, especially when you've got control of Tram.
Stalker in the hands of Jimbo at the moment. He does have some reinforcements with them, but what they don't have is that camo. As Jimbo puts that Stalker to work, Camo sitting still towards that mid-map. Ball is early into Subway, which is where Foe wanted to be, but Suppress takes down Jimbo with the quickness. Half the members of each team are both on the black screen. Suppress makes his way towards that ball, but WuTum, he prioritizes that Camo.
Yeah, Camo, we've seen this before, right? The last play, WuTum was able to make such a vital play to give them a bit of control. Very slow game of oddball thus far. WuTum just trying to find something. Cykul doing a great job hiding, but he can't hide from WuTum. The trade comes out really quick, though.
Something needs to happen here for Foe. They got to start winning these battles. Maybe not the individual ones, but at least the team ones. They got to make sure they keep this ball out of the hands of Shopify Rebellion. Again, one more round, and that is it here for Foe. As Suppress drops that ball to put some damage in with the Bulldog. WuTum takes him down, but it's just a fight, a trade out in live. No clean round of slays, at least not yet.
I'm definitely seeing a lot of slays, and that's out of the side of WuTum. 17 and 12 out of him.
Whew.
That is a great score line. 26 seconds of ball time as well. Finally, Foe have a little bit of a setup here. It's a bit weak. We'll see if they're able to get any sort of time. Looks like the ball will be played intelligently by TchiK.
That was a momentary 3 down for Shopify, though. Still, one player leaks right through the setup, and you see how much damage one player can create. TchiK knows that the Subway side isn't cleared out just yet for the setup, especially when camouflage is coming up, so TchiK gets himself a huge kill. Jimbo and TchiK should be able to work over towards that camo as Shopify find himself 3 down once again. Cykul making plays.
This is what Foe were looking for. Like you said, Shopify were 3 dead, but Foe's not going to be able to get that camo. It's going to be Cykul that swoops it up, but he also swoops up the Bulldog. This is not good for the side of Foe, but Shopify are going to be real happy with this one.
Shopify were 3 down. Cykul with the double kill leads to a camo and a Bulldog, and really tough events coming in for Foe. So a 20-9 lead. Foes do have the advantage. They may not have a camouflage, they may not have the Bulldog, but they do have that teamwork that they're leaning on. That teamwork leads to a 3 down for Shopify. ZMightys and Foe attack that ball quickly, attack that ball immediately, but once again, who's it making a play? It's Cykul.
Yeah, I mean, look at the slay difference, right? It's 57 for the side of Foe, 73 for the side of Shopify Rebellion. We talk about how much slays impact the game, but that they're not that important. But when you have slays and you also have objective efficiency, you've got the pure package.
Waiting for his teammates to come off the spawn. WuTum with the first kill onto Cykul as far as to break the setup, and ZMightys finds a direct angle towards the low side. He's gonna work with WuTum. They're forcing the ball to be rotated by Shopify, but Shopify are getting kills left and right, 2 quickly going down. WuTum and ZMightys still trying to work together to keep each other alive. It is a 2-man army right now, and while this is happening, Shopify aren't putting ball time on the board. ZMightys, in fact, steals it away. They're playing keep away.
Yeah, I really like this scrappy type of play, but the problem is you've got to toss that ball and start to do some damage. ZMightys finally does. But again, it's constantly that ball being picked up, and when that ball's picked up, not a lot of shots are going out.
25-22 lead, Jimbo sneaks away with camo once again. Mental on the low ground. Oh, he spots Jimbo. And Jimbo with the camo can't quite stay alive. Shopify Rebellion once again pushing Foe out of the Subway side. TchiK forced to probably gonna play this ball out. These towards the garbage side. Two-man push once again. Shopify Rebellion forcing TchiK out. The repo still in his hands, so he can still maybe work a little something. Two quickly go down. Mental, he's hiding over toward the B side. Gotta watch out.
I'm starting to see a spark of brilliance here for the side of Foe. Mental gets caught out as well. TchiK starting to be a bit confident. Can that spark with a bit of kindling turn into a fire, though, is the question.
The ball. Enemy has the ball.
37-25.
Ball dropped.
Foe back with that ball in hands and back towards A side of the map. Trying to hold down Shopify, but Shopify are so quick to attack before Foe are able to lock in any kind of setup. They are right there, disrupting it. Staggered going down. Spawners coming up. Shopify Rebellion have been making this a muddy game, a dirty game, and Foe are not liking it. It looks like Shopify may just take the lead with this one.
I really love what I'm seeing out of WuTum, though. Look how much damage he's outputting, but not taking. That's exactly what you want out of an MK player, that pressure. And now they're going to act off it. Jimbo gets a kill. That's 2 down for Shopify.
This is going to be huge for Foe. WuTum goes in for the attack, is able to take down Cykul. Beautifully played. Multiple going down for Shopify. This is what Foe we're looking for. Right when Shopify were about to take the lead, Foe, they take control right back.
WuTum's having an incredible game. 26-18. Once again, his name being chanted in the arena. 51 seconds for the side of Foe. They need this round right here. This is very important for them.
And less than 50 seconds on the clock to work with, so as long as Foe have the lead, they will have the advantage. SoulSnipe and Suppressed obviously understand the situation, so they immediately double push right through Cykul with another huge kill on zMightys.
I really love the fact that Cykul pushed forward right there. He was aggressive off of their spawn. He wasn't playing back, wasn't playing passive, and that's what allowed him to do all this damage and again put Foe on the respawn screen.
Shopify Rebellion have taken the lead, 56-51 in counting with 37 seconds on the clock. But as long as that ball is in somebody's hands, time will stop. Shopify, they have the game in their hands right now, and mind you, they're already up 1-0 as far as rounds. This could end right here. Foe, they need to attack. They need to attack now.
Enemy has the ball.
Mental's gonna utilize his camo to get a bit of information. It falls off at the wrong time for him, though. 73-51, 30 seconds left. Foe on their back foot have to make something happen. 3 down for Shopify. This might be the chance.
Shotgun in the hands of Jimbo. He brings it right back over toward their setup as Shopify win 3 down. The spawners are coming in. Shopify are going to be able to attack and quickly. Foe not having any time whatsoever to work with. Luckily, TchiK able to take down SoulSnipe. Jimbo repulses right up to avoid that damage. He's juking, but you can only juke for so long. 5 seconds. Foe need the ball. They go 3 down. It looks like it's not going to happen. Shopify Rebellion taking 2 in a row. Shopify Rebellion, get your church shoes ready. We're going to be seeing you on Sunday.
Absolutely phenomenal job by the side of Shopify Rebellion, using the momentum, like you said, from that game 2 into that game 3, and finally closing out the series. An incredible job, though, by Foe to make history in terms of the first mouse and keyboard player to get top 6. And congratulations to WuTum. But Shopify, like you said, we'll be seeing them tomorrow.
We were asked about our Dark Horse teams when we first started the show on Friday. We chose Shopify Rebellion. We said they were the most dangerous teams in this HCS, but I will still say, Foe feels like the real Dark Horse, the real underdogs. Making it this far was incredible for Foe.
Right.
A lot of people not giving them that chance, but from the last major qualifier in EU to right here on North American soil, still trying to implement new players within their system. So you can only go up from here. Watch out for Foe.
Yeah, you shouldn't be hanging your head. I'm sure as competitive as I know the guys are on Foe, they're not happy with the fact that it was so close, that it was in their hands. But a great performance, like you said, and I mean, work to be done, but that's not a bad thing if work's to be done in your top 6.
And meanwhile, we also want to give our flowers, obviously, to Shopify Rebellion. I think they played incredible.
Of course.
I mean, we talked about their Slayers.
Yeah.
I said 5-0, I guess now, 6-0 after this series. Yeah. We talked about how good they are at Slayers and then carrying that momentum from game 2 to game 3. If they can keep doing that tomorrow, Hey, you're already here. You've already upsetted the rhythm, the tides. Why not upset a couple of teams? Why not take it even further? Forget top 4, maybe top 3, maybe a grand finals.
Why not is the question. Suppress, though. 22 kills. You know I like to point out the individual players, Tony. It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
You know I love it, right? 22 kills for Suppress, only 12 deaths in that last game. A very important game for them. You can see that Game 2 Slayer, you mentioned it time and time again, and you're so right. That Game 2 Slayer, when that's your strongest game type, you just carry that momentum all the way through.